What's up, guys? Dr. Mo here, digital nomad physician at digitalnomadphysician.com. Welcome to beautiful La Vera, Spain. I'll be here for a few more days, and then we're heading to Alicante. Actually, we're going to go to Toledo. We're going to drive to Toledo, and then we're going to go to Alicante. And from Alicante, we're going to go to Barcelona, and that's going to be all workaway stuff. We're going to be quite knee deep in mud and everything else. I'm super excited. It's great. My girlfriend finally got me to do it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do workaway stuff, but she got me excited about it. So that's where we're headed. All right, let's dive right in. This is going to be 8 unique telemedicine practices you can start right now. Right now, you can start 8 unique telemedicine niche practices that can help you reach the kind of audience that you want, offer the services that they're interested in, and make money. We had this discussion recently on the online course, and it was a really great discussion with one of the physicians. So we do office hours 3 times a week, and during those office hours, the topic came up of like, what makes a telehealth practice different? What makes it stand out? And to me, one of the most important things is that you empower the patient, you educate them, and you support them. So 3 things. Empowering them means letting them know, demonstrating to them that if they make a single change in something, they're probably going to get a particular outcome. And if they don't get that outcome, they can make a different change. They're in power. They are in control of their health, of their life, and everything else. And that's a powerful message to send to our patients. The next thing is educating our patients. So they need to know, what things can I do? What things shouldn't I do? You know, what are proper things in medicine that are being advertised appropriately, and what things are maybe not quite that good? You know, should I really take this celery juice extract for weight loss, right? That's the education part. And of course, you're always educating, like, yeah, maybe the celery juice thing could make a difference, but honestly, like, these top 3 things are the things that are going to make a big change in that graph, in that curve of the changes that you're expecting. And the last thing is support. How do you support someone? You support them by being there for them, by addressing their hurdles, by interacting with them, asking them really good questions. And you can do that live, one-on-one, but you can also do it in a group session, or you can use an app. There are many apps that health coaches and exercise gurus and nutritionists use to constantly ping their clients on a daily basis. Hey, a little video pop up, Dr. Mo's ugly face shows up. Hey, are you doing what you're supposed to do today? Just wanted to check in. Remember, you're supposed to do XYZ. That's support, right? So what are these 8 things that we're going to dive into? Carpal tunnel syndrome, top 1. You can be the carpal tunnel expert, whether you are a physical therapist, an MD, a DO, an orthopedic surgeon, cardiologist, I don't care. You've dealt with carpal tunnel. You're a physician. You can understand it. You can empower the patient by letting them know that certain changes that they make are going to affect and improve their carpal tunnel syndrome. I recently just got over really bad carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh my God, it was terrible. But super happy that I found the people that I found online, but I had to do a ton of research. It almost became a full-time job for a while when I moved to Germany. When I lived in Germany for a little bit, When I lived in Germany for a little bit, but I was able to get it under control, from topical things that I applied to it, to massages, to stretches, to nerve gliding, to nerve stretching, to, of course, changing my ergonomics. Oh man, I'm in heaven. So you can create that course. You can empower, you can educate, and you can support. Somebody comes on your website, they find you, they find all your content that you've written about carpal tunnel syndrome, what can make a difference, when to choose surgery, do you need surgery, which surgery options to choose, all of that. The entire breadth, you can become the carpal tunnel expert. Acne. I always talk about acne, but to me, acne is incredibly important. I think addressing acne in teenagers, addressing acne in people in front of the camera, so addressing acne for YouTube professionals, addressing acne for actors, actresses, super powerful, super powerful. Just focus on chin acne, right? That's one of the big ones that's kind of supposedly hormonal or whatever. I don't know shit about acne, but I don't have much acne actually. But you could be that expert. Chin acne. I'm the chin acne doctor, and everybody with chin acne or back acne, right? Is it back acne or back acne? I don't know, whatever. Can come to you, and they can learn from you, from diet to exercise to stress to environmental factors, right? Kind of blood tests that you might benefit from. Don't focus too much on that. I think make your life simple. Focus on maybe some lifestyle changes, then go to medications, etc., kind of stepwise, and you could be the acne expert. PAWS, post-acute withdrawal syndrome. Why did I come up with that? Because I'm getting so many questions about that recently. And PAWS is a condition that many people deal with, from whether they're withdrawing from beta blockers, apparently, to gabapentin, to opioids, to benzos, and everything else in between. And they want to go through it, and they don't know how to get through it. And they've been affected so miserably afterwards. And so you can be just focusing on PAWS and support people through it. It's not really addiction medicine, because you're not trying to get them off. They're already off their alcohol, their benzos, or whatever. You're supporting them through PAWS and helping them through that process. There's a lot of good content on that. You can just essentially imitate. The problem is somebody has to go and search through all that information and then come up with like, okay, should I take L-tyrosine? Should I do this dopamine test? Should I do this cortisol test? Just digest it down for them and address it from a clinical perspective, from a physician. Like, hey, there are all these things you can do, but these top 3 things are going to give you the biggest bang for the buck. Here, I empowered you. Here, I educated you. Now I'm going to support you, and you're going to pay me for that support, for that service, for distilling all that information down to something very digestible. Sell courses, sell coaching, sell individual one-on-one consulting, whatever you like. Hypochondria. This is tough, right? Because we could make a lot of money off hypochondriac patients. In fact, I think that's what Western medicine is sort of based off of, right? Create a fear, treat the fear, right? Fear mongering, sell the pill that solves the solution. But it's not the reality. But there are people who are genuine hypochondriacs. There's obviously health anxiety disorder. We have an appropriate term for it now. But you can support these people, right? You can create an online course where you're doing a lot of education, where you're supporting them through it, especially the mental health part. But you also there for them when they have that fear. They pay you a monthly amount, $99 a month, and they can call you 10 times a month, and you hop on a call with them. You always have time for them, $15, 15 minutes per session. Think of whatever else you want, right? But addressing the care of hypochondriacs, there is no service like that. There's no service like that. That's why it's important. Gum recession. So yes, it is something better for dentists. I absolutely agree. Unfortunately, I don't think there are a lot of dentists who are focusing enough on that. And when they are, it's sort of like kind of an odd way that I've seen. I had a little bit of gum recession on one of my teeth, so I kind of went down the rabbit hole of researching stuff and figuring things out. And yeah, I definitely found some brushing techniques and flossing techniques and certain mouthwashes and bacterial testing. What was the other stuff? Alcohol and wine and stuff like that. Got some really, really good information. And I'm not going to give you too much information about it, what I had to deal with, but it was really powerful. It was really powerful to find eventually somebody who was really good at it and explained it to me really well. And I made the changes. I felt empowered to make the changes, and I saw the results. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And I am happy, Hey. Yeah, kind of yellow because I just had coffee, but anyway, it worked. Flatulence. Why not flatulence? Because, well, flatulence is embarrassing, and so nobody wants to be the flatulent doctor. But I think there's a good book on that, right? Isn't it like, I forgot what it's called, but it was stomach gas stomach, whatever. It was really good. I read that book. It was great. I read a lot of books written by physicians. Actually, it's one of my pet projects. Whatever. It's one of my obsessions. Okay. So flatulence, whether somebody has a lot of burping, so you call it gas doctor, a lot of burping. Some people really suffer bad with that. And really, it's not only just embarrassing, but it's painful for them. And lower intestinal gas stuff. Now, a lot of people are lactose intolerant. A lot of people get constipation. A lot of people have certain foods that really, really mess with them. So you could be that expert. You can help them. You can recommend when to take simethicone, when to take laxatives, when to take, whether they should do colonics, all that different stuff. It could be such a powerful position to be in. Is it sexy? Is it awesome? No, but people will probably pay you money, and you can do group coaching and group sessions and talk about it and highlight in particular cases. It could be really, really interesting. Again, if that's your thing. Replace it with acid reflux if you like. Just focus on GERD. Be the GERD doctor. That's the niche. I think we're on number 7 or so. The first 4 weeks of life. The first 4 weeks of life. That's it. Just be the doctor, the gynecologist, the what are those people who deliver babies but they're not doctors? Midwives. Be the midwife. Be the family medicine doctor. Be the pediatrician. Be the whatever. And teach, educate, empower, and support women and men, or 2 women and 2 men who have kids, and the first 4 days of that baby's life. All the questions they have, all the worries they have, all the things, because everybody thinks that those 4 weeks, That's going to make the biggest difference. You know, this kid's going to be perfect if I do those 4 weeks right. And there's some truth to that, and there's obviously not a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of personal anxiety, you know, parent anxiety. So many things I could imagine, like what you could create, like how to create the perfect environment, how to decrease, you know, all the toxins in the environment. You know, what kind of, should I use a water purification system? Does the air quality matter? I saw some mold in there. You know, there was a bug over there. And just supporting that, educating them, and then kind of helping them through it. And, you know, from that, you might find something more interesting. You might want to support the kid through the entire infancy and then later toddler, whatever it is that you want to do. But that is a wonderful niche. Number 8, finally, we're going to go with menopause. I know menopause is, you know, whatever. Like, there's, you know, not a lot you can do. Oh, there's so many things you can do. Whatever your feelings are about it, I think you could be a niche in menopause. However, I think menopause is too broad, and I think we're learning a lot more about it. So you could just be the hormone expert. You could be the hormone testing expert, meaning somebody can go and get their hormone testing. You can help them interpret it, or you can help them titrate their, you know, combination therapy for titrating with a FSH or, you know, whatever it is that they're doing, or their symptoms. So you could just be the hormone tester. You could just focus on perimenopause, how to prevent severe menopause symptoms, especially for women who've seen their, you know, aunts and mothers and stuff like that go through really severe menopause. Maybe they have a lot of anxiety, they're going through perimenopause. How can you prevent severe menopause? So that could be your niche. These are the niches that you could go through right now. You could create and launch a telemedicine practice with just these, and I promise you, you could generate a lot of money. And again, always remember the 3 things that we talked about. I'm not talking about the empowerment, education, and the support. The 3 things, it's a triangle of a physician, right? We can be a clinician, patient-doctor relationship. We can be a coach, so that's a non-clinical relationship, so I'm just coaching you. And we can be a consultant, right? So I can consult for a company or an entity, but I can also coach, and I can enter a patient-doctor relationship. You can earn money from all 3 of those, right? The group coaching can be the health coaching part that you do. The telemedicine can be the places where you have state licensures. And if you want to learn how to get really easy state licensures for telemedicine only, take my course. Go to nomadphysician.com, sign up for my course. It's only $1,500. It's bumping up to $2,500 soon. And you're going to learn in 8 weeks how to start your virtual online medical practice from scratch. I know it sounds like I'm selling you something. Well, obviously I am selling you something, but I promise you, you're going to be quite impressed with this course. One more time: carpal tunnel, acne. What was the third one? Oh yeah, pause, gum recession or acid reflux. Gum recession, and then acid reflux or flatulence. I highly would recommend going for flatulence. And then the first 4 weeks of life. And then we talked about menopause or hormone testing or hormone interpreting and managing. All right, guys, I hope this is helpful. I hope this is fun. Leave some comments. What do you think? What are other things you've considered? What do you think could be feasible? Why do you think this idea is shit and wouldn't work?